Good morning, sister. So it is Saturday morning. It is 11:45. Isaac is at the gym. I just made a fucking deadly breakfast. I have some still over here. Don't mind the noise, that's the washer. It is an omelet with turkey bacon, Weight Watchers bread, and we're trying out this new butter. This stuff right here, it's calorie reduced, and turkey bacon has way the fuck less calories than. So I figured since you're coming here, I better start getting back into eating healthy. It's gonna be dreadful, but once you're here, we're gonna do it together. Isaac is making some kind of pie cake in. This thing here has 3 little pies in it. I don't like it, but he seems to love it. Baby's just watching cartoons. He was sick the other night. He had a really bad constipated stomach, so he stayed home. But now he's feeling 100%. Hey, baby?
Can you tell us more about the cool robots you fought, Sensei? Stop interrupting, Mikey. I'm really into this story. Yeah. Does Baby Raph start kicking butt? Can't remember.
Say hi to Auntie. Say I love you.
Man, I really want that baby.
It's a beautiful day outside. Show you North Bay. I'm just showing Auntie the weather. It's pretty cold. The snow is actually staying. It's fucking gorgeous, but it's my one day off and I fucking have to clean the basement. But you know what? I'm getting into making puzzles again. Remember I showed you I was building a puzzle? So this has 10 puzzles in it. Isaac got it for me. We did this one already. That's the one I took a picture of and showed you. And we did this one. I took pictures of them. I always take pictures of them to like prove that I did it all. It took me 2 days for each puzzle. So once you get here, we can work on some too together. But we got this new puzzle. We haven't checked it out yet. It was $27.99. It's called A Recipe for Murder Puzzle. So the puzzle inside is not like the one on the cover. And I guess you read, I don't know, you read like a little piece of paper and you have to figure out the mystery before you finish your puzzle or something like that, which is pretty cool. I might save it until you get here, but we'll see. And the reason why I was making this video is because I wanted to show you, once Isaac gets back, we're tackling this basement for you. So this is what it looks like right now. As you can see, garbage everywhere because Isaac doesn't know how to throw away shit. I'm so mad at him today. His priorities are very messed up. But he always like gets his shit on Amazon and then he saves these boxes. Mind you, we will be using some of them to store a lot of our stuff in. But whoa, I thought that animal was out of its cage. This is like all boxes. We have our appliances that we rarely use. And then we've got like, that was to dry stuff. And then those are some Christmas presents that we got. Our wine air out. Some more Christmas stuff. I've been getting like paper and stuff like that for oh, and that's Sharice's puppy. She wanted an electronic puppy. What else did I get? I got lots of cool stuff for Christmas already. Like this is a card that I was gonna send to you. Well, I have 3 of them. One of them I was gonna send to you if you didn't come. So I'm gonna send it to somebody else now because you'll be here. But they're really cool. They're like $10 a card. So like, yeah, the basement does not look in great shape right now. And so we're gonna tackle this whole basement today. Like, we put Talem's bike and everything. He's got like laundry shit piling up. I will admit, the laundry thing I should be taking care of because I do the laundry. But I mean, this space is like his domain. You know what I mean? Like, he comes down here. He's the one that's supposed to be maintaining this basement, but he doesn't maintain it. So he usually, this is his spot, you know, like he comes down here if he needs a break from like us or whatever. I go upstairs if I need a break from him. But he's going to be moving all his stuff upstairs into the smaller room, so that you can have like the basement or whatever. We have like the bed here. We've got so much shit. This here, my wedding dress is still in there. It hasn't been washed. I haven't opened it since we came back. I think I'm just gonna leave it in there. I don't even want to deal with it right now. So yeah, we are just gonna tackle the basement. And this TV here is the one that we're gonna be letting you use down here. Also, the mat upstairs, I always call it a mat. It's a rug. The rug upstairs is what I'm gonna be putting down here for you. We found a bed for you, so it's like $100. We're gonna be putting it downstairs for you. I told Isaac about your back and how you have like a really bad back, so it has to be like a really good bed. So, but yeah, this is the rug. So I'm gonna get a new one. We just have so much shit to do. And the more I think about it, the more stressed I get. What? Because you're in front of the sun, monkey. I've been getting like these holiday books and stuff for inspiration for Christmas. Because my plan is to, I don't know, move around the living room so that the tree will be right in front of the window, like at home when we used to do that. And you're gonna be here and it's just gonna be so much fun. And just don't worry about Mike. Like, I know it's hard to like forget about him completely, and I know you're hurting right now and scared, and like you just don't know what the future is holding for you. But like, my advice is just to, like I said, just go with it. Like, you have this super awesome opportunity. Like, I don't think I could ever do this for you in BC. You know what I mean? Like, if I was by myself, I couldn't. But since I'm with Isaac, like, and we have a double income, and we have like the extra stuff on the side, it's just been, I think it's gonna be easier to do. But I just like really worry about you sometimes. Like, I know, like, I always think back to like when I was in your situations, and I'm like trying to empathize, like trying to like put myself in your shoes, and I'm always like, how is she feeling? I wonder how she's feeling. Like, she must be so lost, and like it seems to me like you're kind of like at a crossroads in your life. Like, you don't know what to do. You're scared to go off on your own. But like, fuck, Farah, like, I don't think you realize how strong of a woman you are. Like, ever since we were kids, like, you must have thought that about me, but for me, I think that of you because, first of all, you're like the baby kid of our family, and you just like, I think we all went through shit, but like, you are a baby and you shouldn't have went through that shit, but you did. And every time you made it out fine. And everything is gonna be fine, sister. Like, I wish you could see, like, this is such a really good like, it's such a good opportunity for you. You know, like, I'm so happy that we're doing this for you. And I just want you and baby to, like, have a really good life. You know, because baby Cole, he really deserves, like, you both deserve to have a good life, and to have, like, I don't know, like, I know right now, like, I have so much to say. Like, I can't wait for you to get here so we can talk like every day. And I just want your, like, picture, picture, like, remember when I was in Burns Lake and on the reserve, like, I had these glasses on, like, let's say metaphorically, I had these, like, a different set of glasses on. Like, I always was negative. I looked through, like, these glasses, like, from a reserve perspective, from Dad's perspective, just from a very, like, I was always so sad, like, and depressed. You remember, like, I drank so much too, and, like, I just thought, like, fuck, there's, especially with winter coming around the corner, it's, you got the winter blues. I'm worried about that, but I think with me and you together, we can beat it. But anyways, like, I just had a different set of glasses on, you know, and then once I moved here, it's like I got a new pair. I know it's cheesy, but when we're in school, we learn about, like, the way people grow up and the way, like, the things that they're exposed to, you know, like, me and you were exposed to a lot of bullshit growing up, you know, like, and fuck, we think the world is different compared to Isaac. You know, Isaac grew up in such a happy home. He was so protected. He had a fucking, Joyce is amazing. She loves him so much. He's got a, like, he had grandparents right until he was just a little while ago. Like, things that a normal family has, he had. So he's always positive. He's always, you know, looking at the world from his perspective because he grew up that way and he thinks that, like, everything is fucking perfect. But you know what? That's a good way to think. And then there's people like me and you. And we grew up on the res and we seen, like, a lot of shit that we thought was normal, you know, like, and this is why lots of people on the reserve fail, because they think that a lot of things that aren't normal are normal. So, like, me and you always are prepared to run. We're always, you know, like, scared to go, like, venture off the reserve and away from everything we know. Like, coming here was so scary. I didn't know what the fuck, but I knew for a fact that it was better than where I was and what I was doing. And I know it's hard to believe, but I did want Talem with me full time. I just had a hard time choosing between him and alcohol. But I think that's, like, you know, like, what's happening with you right now. Like, I think that you have on a pair of glasses that me and Isaac need to remove, and we need to give you a new pair, just like what happened to me. And I'm so much happier now. Like, Talem, I can see it in his face too, that he is happier. And it's good for our health as well, because we're not so sad. We don't have a fight or flight response, like, all the time, because, like, in psychology, they teach you about, like, when you're always stressed and when you're always angry, like, you barely have that time to be happy. You're always in that state of fear and, like, stress and sadness and depression. It is so bad for your health. It affects your weight. It affects your life expectancy. It affects so much shit. Like, it's not even funny. Like, it's probably the reason why you and baby are sick all the time is because, like, you guys are living in an environment that is not positive at all. Like, if I always think about it, and I think about when Mike comes home, like, how you must feel. Like, I don't know what goes on between you and Mike, but I know it's not good. I mean, I always, like, try to justify it with how long you guys have been together, because you guys have been together for a really long time. It's a very long-term relationship. Even though you might not, like, think of it that way because you guys have been on and off, but even when you're off, like right now, you guys are still in contact with each other. Like, I think of it as you're still in a relationship. And until you let go of, like, you know, saying I love you to him and you know, like all the relationship stuff, like you still sleep in the same bed. Until you let go of all of that, like you're not gonna truly heal. You know what I mean? And I just think that this right here is a good time for you to focus on you, which is what you need to do. Like you're always fucking focusing on somebody else besides yourself, sister. Like, and you put so much time and energy into Mike, you know, like even if he's not there physically, even if you're not there to make him brush his teeth, to make him shower, to cook for him, to make sure his clothes are clean, you are still putting in that relationship maintenance when he's in camp, you know, like when he's having a bad day or if he's giving you shit, you are constantly putting in work, like mentally, to make sure that he feels better, or you're always trying to avoid an argument, and that takes work mentally. And right now, I just think you're super exhausted. You're so exhausted from everything, from life, because it hasn't really been giving you anything good lately, you know? Like, I feel like every direction, when you go to dad's, when you go home, when you go to a friend's, you always have your phone and you're always dealing with Mike. And shame on dad for doing this, but like, you even deal with his stuff too. Like, oh, it's like what happened to mom, you know? Like, she got like so emotionally worn down, and I just think that I don't want that to happen to you, you know? Like, I always think of this and it scares me to death, which is why, like, I really talked to Isaac about this. I was like, you know what? Like, I don't want to regret anything. If anything ever happens to my sister, I don't want to be like, have it in the back of my mind that I could have did something, you know? Like, and I always think of all those times that she bailed me out when I was fucking, when Jason fucking, oh, that was like the worst. Jason, Chris, fucking, what's his name? Fuck, there's so many, you know, like really bad toxic relationships that took a toll on me, and I was so fucking broken. And like, you're at that stage right now where you're so tired and you're broken and you just need an out, and this is your out, sister. And I'm just like, I'm so happy for you. Like, I just want you here right now today so we can start working on your life, you know? Like, even if it's just a little step every single day, even if it's just getting your sleeping pattern on the right track, even if it's just feeding you nothing but good food, get rid of all that junk, just feed you nothing but good food, make sure baby eats nice and healthy, make sure we're taking you guys out, making sure that we're showing you that life is not bad, you know? Like, I can't wait until you leave that place behind, because honestly, every single year that goes by, I don't want to go home. I don't want to go home. And I feel so bad because next year we plan to go back for Christmas. But I told Isaac, I was like, you know, every time, like the more time that goes by, the more I don't want to go home. So I was thinking maybe dad and everybody could come this way for Christmas next year, because honestly, we don't have really anything to go back to except for the community. I will admit, the community, I mean, without the community, we would be lost. But it's just so bad right now. It's still developing, that community, and I just feel like it's so bad. But you know what? Once you get here, everything's gonna change. What? Horace, leave it alone. I'm gonna use that. Boop son, he's trying to take my stereo. But we will talk more about this when you get here. I just wanted to, like, I just want you to know how very proud of you I am. You know, everybody has different accomplishments, and